stream. And yeah, we're growing rapidly on here. I appreciate everyone liking, subscribe, and sharing. The live streams are doing really good. Yesterday, 60,000 views on our live stream. I'm gonna release a new video today, probably. Thinking of topics, something we gotta talk about, something trending. What's the most trending thing in media right now? I'll ask a few of you guys when you join, and I'll make a video about it, discussing it. But the last video did pretty good. I mean, it's doing better than the other ones. It's rated #1, I guess. But I'm not really happy with it, to be honest. I think it could do a lot better. It deserves more views. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll wait for a few of you to join and then we'll discuss. But if you're new to the channel, smash the like and subscribe button. I think America is doing really good right now. I think the stock market is going up. It's up 20% in the past 4 or 5 weeks. We're only down 1% for the year. So if you bought the dip in the stock market when Trump first made the tariffs, you would be up 20 to 30% on your money. So if you invested $100, you would be up $120, or maybe around $130, maybe more, depends on which company you invested in. But yeah, the market's actually up 20% in the last couple of weeks. But year to date, since January, the market's down 1%. But still, if you bought in the dip, if you bought when Trump told you to buy in the stock market, he tweeted out on Twitter, said to buy in the stock market. He told everyone to buy in the market. And then, like a couple hours later, he announced that the tariffs are on pause. So if you would have bought then, or even if you bought the same day, or even after he paused the tariffs, you would have made quite a bit of money by now. But I hate to say it, but being a Democrat is not paying well in 2025. Definitely not if you're an investor, because you're brainwashed. You don't want to listen to Trump's advice or anything that he has to say about the stock market. I mean, people will say, oh, he's just helping his rich buddies. Well, I think that's what Biden and Nancy Pelosi do, because, they're inside trading on the stock market. They don't tell any American citizens to buy anything. But Biden, that's another thing I was going to say. But Trump actually told us to buy in the stock market. Trump said, yeah, the stock market's going to go up. Buy it. And then what happened? He paused the tariffs and went up like 10% in one day. And now the market's up like 24% in like the last 4 or 5 weeks. So if you invested, you made a lot of money. I even know a French guy that invested in the U.S. market. He made a lot of money. A lot of money. He said it's paid for his travels and his vacation this summer. Only people like you are okay. I don't know what that means. Not sure what you mean by that. But if you want to explain it to me, I'd appreciate it. But I'm just saying, like, even if you don't like Trump, you don't gotta be like oblivious to the fact that he's literally telling you what to buy in the stock market, when to buy the stocks, and how to make more money. I mean, he said it like a week ago to buy too. I mean, it's still a good opportunity to buy if you have money coming in. Just saying, guys. I'm just pointing out the facts that the Democrats are hating. The Democrats are hating. It's not really paying them well for hating on Trump. It's not paying at all, actually. Not only are there's not really many Democrat social media platforms that are like actually getting money. I mean, I will say a couple Democrats on Twitter are making a few bucks talking crap about Trump. And other than that, pretty much the only Democrat person making money is Harry Sissy, whatever his name is. And he's fallen off because he got exposed for being a weirdo. And who else? But hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. Well, basically, it pays. It pays to listen to Trump. Like, it just does. If you look at it that way, like I just told you guys, the stock market is up 23, 24% since Trump told you to buy. If you look at it like that, then yeah, it does pay. If you put $100 in, you would have made 120, 130. That's a nice increase in a couple months, in a month about. But what do you guys think about Trump's deal? Well, Rocky, I'm sorry you feel like that. I'm guessing you didn't buy in the stock market when Trump said to. Because if you did, you would be up 20 to 30% of your money. Instead, you're probably a little bit busy crying about Trump, while everyone around the world, mostly Trump supporters, but some people that are in other countries, bought the stock market dip when Trump told us on Twitter to buy it. The stock market is up 20 to 30% since Trump said to buy when it dipped. So all those people are making a shit ton of money. All the American people are making a lot of money. No, he told everyone on Twitter. He told everyone to buy it. And a lot of people did. Not exactly. He didn't reverse his policy. He put a 10% blanket tariff on all these countries while he gives them 90 days to negotiate before he reenacts the tariffs again. He didn't reverse his policies. I think that's a little bit of idiocracy. Basically, you're not being the smartest guy, and that's not really what happened. He didn't reverse his policies. His exact statements and his exact ideas were he's putting a blanket 10% tariff on all these countries until that we negotiate a deal. 90 days to negotiate a deal. He told all the American citizens, buy the stock market while the tariffs are here, and the ones that listened made a lot of money, and the ones that complained and cried about their 401ks going down and didn't buy the dip and sold lost a lot of money. So if you cried and didn't listen to the president and sold everything, yeah, you lost a shit ton of money. If you bought more, if you bought the dip, you made a lot of money. If you bought the Trump dip when Trump, the president of the United States, told you to buy the stock market, you made a lot of money. I know French people that did it, not even Americans. I mean, I'm bragging about it because, it's not illegal. It's not illegal for the president to tell people to invest in the stock market. No criminal charges have been accused. But don't be mad that you didn't make any money because you cried about it. Rocky's mad. He hates America. He hates President Trump. And when Trump gave him financial advice to make money, he didn't listen. Instead, he lost money. He's the president of the United States, man. He's allowed to make choices about tariffs and stuff like that. Every single president makes choices about the economy, and every president in history affects the economy. What does that mean? Every president ever manipulated the market? Does that mean that Biden manipulated the stock market in 2022 and 2023 to take a huge shit, and he told no one to buy it? Well, he told every single American to do that. And he didn't reverse his policies. You keep saying, he reversed his policies. He reversed his policies. Obviously, you don't know anything about political policy. That's not what happened. I explained to you what happened. He said it's a 90-day pause in the tariffs where he puts a blanket tariff. Don't be mad because you didn't make any money or you didn't buy the stock market. It wasn't a secret. He told all the Americans, people with $100, the middle class, anyone could have made money that had at least any kind of money to invest. Even if you only had $50, $100, you could have made money. But instead, you chose to cry about Trump and complain and not better your life, just like most Democrats do. Add him to Rushmore. I agree, Rich. Hit the like and subscribe button. Nancy P was probably happy to buy the dip. Absolutely. Nancy Pelosi always buys the freaking stock market. She's the main manipulator, a Democrat. You don't talk about how she's insider trading, manipulating. Her salary is $200K a year. Her net worth is $250 million. So please explain to me how that's okay, but when Trump tells American people to buy the stocks, that's not okay. But Nancy Pelosi can trade on insider information. Chuck Schumer, yeah, all these Democrats can do it, but the minute Trump actually helps the middle class, they hate him. They say, "Oh my God, Trump's trying to get the middle class to make some money and move up in life." What Trump did is not insider trading. It's nothing like that. Insider trading is illegal. But being the president of the United States, you have control over the tariffs and the United States policies. And if you want to tell other American citizens to buy the market, to invest in America, there's nothing illegal about telling other Americans as the president to invest in America. Please tell me the law. Tell me the law that says that. We all know the insider trading law, but what law is there that says the president can't tell American citizens to invest in America? There's no law like that. The stock market is up 24% in the last couple weeks. So I don't know what you mean by tank the economy. Are you talking about the stock market, or do you just like to complain and whine instead of making money? It's not too late, Rocky. You can buy the United States stock market and make a fortune. My guess, by the end of the year, it'll be up another 20%. It fell 23 to 24%, and now the stock market is up 23%. So if you bought the dip, you would have made about 23, 24, depending on what stock you bought. Some stocks are up, but that was just the S&P 500. Now, if you bought pre-Trump, you're probably breaking even now. But if you bought the dip, Trump told you to, you made a fortune. No, everyone's making money in the market, Rocky. Are you the only person that's not making money? Drop me a W if you guys are making. Have been up 30, 25% in the stock market if you invested when Trump told you to, but you refused, James. You cried your eyes about it. You probably sold your investments even. And then when you sell your stocks, you lose money if you sell them on the dip. You always buy in the dip. You don't sell in the dip. You sell when it's all-time highs. You buy when it's all-time lows. You could have bought virtually any stock you could have bought, and it's up 24, 25, 30%. It's not insider trading. You don't know anything about stocks, James. I don't really know if you have a 401k. If your boss set you up with one, then maybe you should just let them handle it, because you seem not to know too much about the market. JP, you can buy anything. You could have bought Tesla stock. That's up like 35, 40%. You could have bought Apple stock. That's up like 25, 30%. You could have bought AMD. That's up like 25, 30%. You could have bought ELF stock. That's up like 60, 70%. You could have bought PayPal stock. That's up like 20%. You could have bought the S&P 500, which is a group of 500 stocks. You could have bought that. That's up 25%. There's multiple. You could have literally bought almost any company on the stock market and be up 30%. Yeah, there's still great opportunities. Personally, I think PayPal stock. If I had extra money, or if any of you had extra money, I would suggest PayPal stock. The new CEO is really, really good. Well, I didn't know if you were criticizing me or if you just wanted actual advice. But if you want actual advice, I think you can pretty much still buy anything, because I think by the end of the year, the stock market will be up. I mean, the S&P 500 normally goes up about 10 to 15% annually, and right now the S&P 500 is down 1%. But if you bought when Trump told you to buy, you could be up 20 to 30%. Palantir at $75, now it's over $130. Thank you, President Trump. See, exactly. There's plenty of money to be made. How are these people saying that the economy is horrible and there's no money to be made and they're losing money? It's because they don't invest in the stock market. They don't know anything about the stock market. All they have is 401ks they claim to have, which they don't even control or run. They don't even know the stocks they own, if they actually even own any. Threat? What threat? He's going to take Greenland, he's going to take Panama, he's going to take Canada, and he's not neglecting any country, but why should U.S. taxpayer money go to fund other wars? He just wants the war to end, and if it doesn't, he said he's not going to fund it for the rest of their life. I would consider maybe so, LX. Maybe a little bit. There's always two ways to look at things in life. You can either cry about them like 99% of the Democrats do, or you can look for great opportunities. There's always great opportunities in any kind of market. Yeah, I understand the context. Do you understand that America isn't here to fund every war in the world? The 747 gift is a ridiculous thing that Democrats like to talk about. I don't understand the point of it. Why? You know Trump isn't a man that's going to bend over backwards for another country. Just because you give him a jet doesn't mean he's going to do anything for you. Hey, the cream one, welcome in. No more pimping the U.S. As a Brit, W for Trump, only identifying two legal genders. Absolutely. Well, I'm living in Europe, but I am not a socialist. I am a conservative. Yeah, it's not Trump's personal jet either. The jet belongs to the Department of Defense, so it's not a personal gift to him. Okay? No one cares if they were attacked. That doesn't mean the USA should step in. What can get through your democratic brain that we don't need to step into wars? And a lot of Canadians want to join the USA. What freedom? What freedoms did they have there? They're always a corrupt country. No, I haven't heard of Krasian Mafia. Yeah, the EU cares. Let the EU deal with that. Because I go to the USA and I live there too for parts of the year. That sounds like a horrible idea for Canadians to join the EU. Actually, Alberta, Canada, a lot of them want to join. No, I'm not in Germany. I live in a relatively conservative country. A pretty conservative country. I would argue maybe one of the most conservative nationalistic countries in Europe. Anyone wants to guess? You probably will never guess. Hey, Quay salute. You're right. Poland, no. Italy, definitely not. They just became more conservative. Someone already guessed it. Montenegro. Switzerland, I wish. Trump is coming to help London. At least he should. No, Poland and Hungary are great. They're actually, I would say they're more conservative, honestly, but only because their border policies are better. Well, first off, I have European ancestry. Second off, I have a USA passport. It's not Serbia, buddy, but close enough. Yes, I know the history, Flo. They love Americans. Yes, it's conservative. Extremely conservative. And extreme border policies. They don't like illegals. I know a bit of the history, yes. If there's anything you want to say about it, go ahead for it. I don't really care for either of the countries, just end the war. I just told you, I don't support either one of them. I really don't care for them. Either one of them. I just want the war to end. I don't want to fund it. There's free health care and private health care. I don't want it to magically end. They're negotiating on it daily, or they're trying to. No, I don't speak the Montenegrin. If anyone wants to debate me on policies, join my Discord. We can debate about Trump's policies. I don't know anything about Lend-Lease in World War II. Yes, the mayor of Birmingham is Muslim. The mayor of London is Muslim. Well, Flo, you seem like you know more than me, since you're talking about it so much. What's up, Waffle? My Discord is in the link in the bio. Trump is not accepting bribes. How about Biden accepting bribes? Why didn't you talk about that? Well, I would like to talk about the history. Actually, no, they have their own language, buddy. It's slightly different. They use the Latin alphabet. Well, they switched to the Latin alphabet after they separated from Serbia, but whatever you like. Have you ever even been to Montenegro? Trump is good from Iran, huh? Shout out Sweden. I don't think it's the greatest nation on earth, but yeah, it's a nice place. I never said there was anything wrong with being Muslim. I like all races, religions, whatever. It's all fine with me. There's only one national language in Montenegro. It's Montenegrin. But yes, there are tons of Serbians here. Budva is very close. I've been there too. Budva is very close to me. I'm in Tivat. Shout out the Serbs. Nikola. That's a very Serbian name. Trump has been making the border safe. He's building housing for the vets. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join my Discord if you want to debate the border policy. If you want to debate Doge, Elon Musk's Doge, which is getting rid of fraud in the government. Okay, very, very similar, admittedly, but if we're talking about what the actual government says, Montenegrin and Serbian are two different languages. But that's just what the government says. Let's debate. Join my Discord. Let's set up a debate. The criminal charge. I'm sorry that you're going to be homeless, but maybe you can get lucky and Trump will save you. I don't know. Because he is building housing for homeless veterans. But don't ever depend on the government saving you. I'm just saying. The Discord link is in the bio. Well, connoisseur, I can't even see you. Shout out Obama for giving me the Obama phone. Absolutely, man. He's not hated at all. I don't really care about different people from different countries. If you want to come to America, that's fine with me. I don't really care if you're Indian, Muslim. I don't care about your race or your religion as long as you come there legally. I think Trump is doing lots of great deals in Saudi Arabia. If anyone is a Trump supporter and wants to educate us, then please do. I haven't been watching the news too much about the new deals going on in the Middle East. No, the cartel got labeled a terrorist organization thanks to Trump. God bless Trump from the UK. Shout out the UK. Yes, I saw how they welcomed Trump. That's another lie, Tony. There are many new deals. Well, I saw the deals. I don't know the name of the deals, but I saw the deals on the news this morning. I'm stuttering like Joe Biden. I know, I know. I think the tariffs are great. Trump gave us a great opportunity to buy in the market. He told everyone to buy in the market, and since he made the tariffs, the stock market is up 20 to 30% from the bottom. I mean 24%. Let's debate. Join my Discord. I'm a Trump cult member. I'm a Trump cult member. Spam the comments. Cult, cult, cult. Yes, Trump is making the United States purchasing pharmaceuticals at the lowest costs historically possible. Spam cult. Discord is like a text group chat, kind of. I'll explain it to you like that. Dude, it's not even been a full week since he announced he's negotiating the lowest pharmaceutical prices in history. It's been like 3 or 4 days. Wait for all the new deals to go through. It's 15 likes now with 200 live people watching. So hate all you want. Hit the like and subscribe button. Are you in the Discord? Who's in the Discord that wants to debate? 18 likes showing here now. 20 likes showing here now. The more you guys hate, the more they hit the like button. Ezekiel 25:17. Please tell us the full verse. 21 likes now. This is a Trump supporting patriotic channel. No more transgender, natural born men in women's sports. Thanks to Donald J. Trump. Hello, David. America first, good sir. Trump, 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 Trump. My name's Graham, but I am not rage baiting. I'm serious here. I'm very, very serious. If you're getting upset because you don't like Trump, you can... Hey, new subscriber, thank you. If you're getting upset because you don't like Trump, you're welcome to leave the country. I know you think it's a dictatorship, but you're welcome to leave. I don't know what that means, D1. I'll be honest. I hate Nick Fuentes. He's a neo-Nazi, a racist, and a retard. He does not support Trump. He tries to make up shit why he doesn't support Trump anymore. He said, oh, he supports Israel. Trump supported Israel in his first term. Well, Trump said he probably won't run again, but you never know. I don't know what you're talking about. The plane is amazing. We haven't had a new presidential jet in 40 years, I think. I'm pretty sure that's true. So we really needed a jet. And the jet belongs to the Department of Security, or whatever the fuck it's called. Sorry. Not the Department of Security, the National Defense Department. He's trying to pass the new tax bill soon here. Will Obama and Hillary Clinton do the Roman salute for me again? He tried to buy it from America. They keep putting him on a wait list. They're saying until 2028 he needed a jet really bad for America. Tim Walsh, Roman salute. Hillary Clinton, Roman salute. Barack Obama, the first Nazi president, Roman salute. Hey, Asado, thank you for your support for America. What's up, okay? Tampon Tim is not a nice guy. That's really freaking disgusting and weird that you want to put tampons in kids' bathrooms and little. It's weird. Barack Obama did the salute first. Was he the first black Nazi president? Just the chat and a nice talk. Why? Did you guys want to see any things about Trump? I said in little boys' restrooms. That's not right. In kids' restrooms. You want tampons. Tampon Tim. That's disgusting. Disgusting behavior. The American Pope should make Trump king. They got their feelings hurt because the mainstream media brainwashed them and said, attack Elon Musk quickly. We're all politicians. He's taking our democratic money away. He's taking our scam money away that we've been stealing from Americans. He's taking our money away quickly. Brainwash them on the news. Get them to attack Elon. Maybe he'll quit. Quickly attack Elon at full force. He's taking all of our money that we're stealing from Americans away. Quickly. Quickly. And then you got brainwashed into believing whatever they want to tell you. I've been to England. Spoiler alert, I'm in Europe right now. Thank you. Hope you hit the like and subscribe button. London and Birmingham are not doing too well. I travel all around the world, so I'll be back soon. How about you leave America if you don't like the president of the United States or the country? Why don't you go live in a communist country like North Korea since you love communism so much? Or California, good point. Actually, I got a better idea. Instead of Trump taking Canada, how about we give Canada California? Well, Flo, once again, I've challenged you to a debate multiple times. All you like to do is leave hate comments. So that's unfortunate. You don't want to actually debate me because you'll lose. You can debate me in my Discord. We can debate any Trump policy you want. Join my Discord. Yes, I want a Trump 2028 hat. Absolutely. Then let's debate. If you think I know nothing, let's debate. Any topic you want, you can choose. I'll fact check you live here on stream as well. Anyone that wants to debate me is welcome to. Just join the Discord. $2,000 and I will burn the hat. And then I'll get the Trump 2028 hat. I think that Trump is paying for most of NATO. I mean, the United States is paying for most of NATO. Well, I will say it's really interesting about the rumors of conflict between Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Why are all the communists asking me what communism is? They are communists. You should be telling us what communism is. You are a communist. So why don't you educate us? Because you are one. Another lie from Pandarera. You guys are going to have a lovely next 3 years and 8 months. I don't know if you will survive without harming yourself. Hell no, Munchie. No one's voting Dem again. I don't think the Democrats have a chance of winning another election for at least a long while. People are really tired of their shit. Absolutely, Google. Absolutely. If Trump gets rid of taxes, lowers prices on medication, they are never getting in. So they'll do anything they can to stop Trump from doing that. Anything they can. They do not want Trump to eliminate taxes. They do not want him to lower prices on medication because then they never stand a chance of ever winning another election. MAGA 2032. Yeah, kind of, Alan. Not sharing is caring. It's a lot worse than that. The poor vote Trump for a reason. Sigma. Wow, it's a lovely story to hear. JJJ. Free Ireland. Trump president for life. For life. Actually, Biden didn't lower med prices. He just kept the lower prices that Trump did and then tried to take credit for it. In 2016, yeah, I've been with Trump since then. Because my whole family lives in the USA and I spend a lot of time there every year and I'm a USA passport holder. Sure, we can debate about gun laws. That's my favorite debate. Exactly, Steven, exactly. It's really ironic. It seems like that the Democrats actually hate the gay community, which I find really ironic. Most of your voters love the gay community. But at least here on YouTube, the Democrats really seem to hate the gay community. They use it as some kind of insult. I mean, I'm not gay. I don't really care if you're gay, though. And I don't really use it as an insult. Definitely not on YouTube, at least. Eminem already beat Skittles. No one likes that fruity shit. My Discord is in the link in my bio. I actually do agree, Taco. That's the sad part. I think Nazism is trending, but I don't think the majority of Trump supporters are Nazis. I think people that support Nick Fuentes and retards like that are the actual far right fascist Nazi supporters. And I think the left Democrats are focusing too much on Trump supporters instead of actually going out there and attacking the huge population of actual neo Nazism like Nick Fuentes, Kanye West, all these other influencers. Meanwhile, the majority of, Trump has a history of supporting Israel, and they want to call Trump supporters Nazis, but the Democrats have never once attacked Kanye West or Nick Fuentes for their neo-Nazism or anyone else on social media for their Nazism. Yeah, I don't think he's a real Nazi, but I do think like Nick Fuentes is borderline. No, the USA should put the United States first. And I heard that Trump is probably doing that. I'm not sure, but these are all rumors I'm hearing about Trump with Netanyahu. I heard that Trump and Netanyahu are not having the best relationship, so maybe America will be first. Hey, fat blue crab, let's show the view on them. Let's show the view on them. $400 million jet gifted to America, the United States of America. Wonderful gift. Salute all the American veterans that Trump is giving free housing to. Salute them, salute them. Guys, all these Democrats are crying and complaining about the stock market. They were crying and complaining about their 401ks. Instead of actually buying the dip in the market, they could have made 20 to 30% returns on virtually any stock in the market. But instead of that, they cried and complained. Some of them probably sold their 401ks, lost 24, 25%. Now the market is up 24, 25% since the dip. And listen, no more men and women sports under Trump's administration. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. You guys could have bought in the market. Instead, you just cried. You could have bought in the market when Trump told you on Twitter to buy it, but instead you were too busy crying and probably selling all your shares. It's really sad. Really, really sad. Yo, what's up? Hit the like and subscribe button. I love these glasses. Bitcoin is $100,000. I know people from all over the world. Yesterday I met a French dude. Me and him were talking. He told me Trump's tariff drop in the market, he bought that and it's been paying for his entire vacation. Around the world, actually, multiple countries. But meanwhile, hey, shout out Norway. Meanwhile, the Democrats have been crying and selling all their stocks and their 401ks and all that stuff. Well, Wayno, if you're 16, you probably don't know anything about politics. Maybe you shouldn't be here discussing it. Wait till you're 18, exactly. Wait when you're out of your mother's house. Thank you for subscribing, man. Opinions on January 6th. Well, one thing I gotta say is they almost did 4 years in prison for breaking a window and going on a Capitol property. Meanwhile, an illegal immigrant ran over people drunk. I mean, he didn't run over them. He hit them in the car and they died. Sorry, I always say ran over, but he smashed into them drunk. An illegal immigrant did. He killed a kid and his wife that were in their 20s, and they got 10, and that illegal immigrant got 10 years in prison, and then California state prison system said, oh, he only has to do 5 years for good time, and now he's getting out. So he got 5 years for the murder, the manslaughter, whatever you want to call, of 2 people. Meanwhile, the Jan 6 protesters got 4 years in prison. They didn't kill a single person. The only person that died was a Trump supporter who died of a heart attack. Well, I mean, there's a couple people that died, but there's only one person that died from actually going there, which was killed by a police officer. The other people died of like heart attacks and stuff like that, but they were Trump supporters. And other than that, the only other people that died were police officers that killed themselves. Probably because Nancy Pelosi could have stopped the whole thing from happening. Shout out the Filipinos. I'm on the live stream. Everyone go join my Discord, though. Guys, PayPal stock. Look up the CEO. Really, really good guy. I'm going to join the Discord when I'm not live streaming. He is president, the best president. I hear that a lot from people, actually. Even people that are in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s. They say Trump is the best president in their entire lifetime. You can't join in a live stream when it's already going. At least not from my knowledge. We can debate later today or tomorrow, so I'll message you in the Discord. We just gotta discuss what we're gonna debate about, because I don't want to talk aimlessly and just ramble about different points. Let's stick on a topic. Another lie. Trump did not push any of his wives that he's ever had down the stairs. I'm going to debate an Australian about gun laws. Huh. Well, this Australian man probably doesn't know about the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is pretty much going to avoid any criticisms you have about guns. And look at London. They don't have guns. They don't have legal guns. And they have just as many people dying from getting stabbed in the neck. Guns don't kill people, you know. People kill people. India versus Pakistan. Yeah, Trump did that too. No one's talking about that. Criminals don't follow gun laws, exactly. Free Palestine. Yeah, everyone keeps commenting that. I'm a cult member. I'm a cult member. Trump cult member. Does that work for you? How is a cult member an insult? I want to know which Democratic politician or news network told you to call us cult member. I don't watch enough CNN to actually notice who told you to call us that. But I know you guys aren't smart enough to come up with your own insults. Everyone spam cult member in the comments. Spam cult member. Hell no, I'm not in any clan. I'm not Kanye. Maybe go insult that man Kanye. Who says I get my news from Twitter? If I had to choose which one's more reliable, Twitter or CNN, I would argue that Twitter is actually more reliable because at least there's some fact checking going on in Twitter. CNN has the lowest ratings in history right now. December they hit their lowest views in history. Apparently this guy doesn't use Twitter anymore because they still got fact checking on there. It's X, that's right. Which is better, CNN or Fox? Fox. I drink Donny juice for breakfast. It's Donald Trump's orange juice. I get it straight from the grocery store. Let's have a debate right now. Everyone spam. Where would you rather get your news from? CNN or Fox? They're eating the dogs and they're eating the cats. If you want to debate me, then please join my Discord. Yes, Trump cult. Alex Jones. Yes, I want to debate you. I'm not going to say it again. You can spam all you want. Oh, the BBC is disgusting. Fox. Definitely not NBC. I didn't see one person say Newsmax. No, not in the Discord. We're going to debate face to face on the live stream. Well, if you're scared to debate me, then just say that. You gotta debate me face to face here on my YouTube channel. And if you want to debate me, you're gonna have to either message me on X or message me in my Discord because I'm gonna have to send you a link so we can debate. Otherwise, we're not gonna debate face. I need to be able to send you the link so you can join the YouTube live stream. They're eating dogs. Yeah, sure. The Home Alone movie's great. Donald J. Trump is in that movie. Fox or Newsmax. I didn't see one single person say Newsmax. Carrot, orange, white ears. MAGA. Newsmax. 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 Hello, Stella Preppy. Gotta fact check all the news networks. Even your favorite news network, you gotta fact check them. They're all liars and scumbags saying stuff for money. They're paid. My Discord is in my bio. Link in the bio. Newsmax. Trump is a hero. Well, I don't know any of these Russian news sources. I don't watch Russian news sources. What do you want to debate? You can have the topic of choice. My last couple debates have been too easy. I need some challenges. Someone come with the facts. Try to make me look like a fool because every Democrat has failed so far. Let's debate. I don't watch Norway news. The Australian Newsmax is the far as I go. Hey, thank you for supporting the MAGA movement. Whatever you want to call yourself, a communist, whatever you want to call yourself, I'll debate you. I don't trust any news, but my favorite news is I always fact check every news. They're all liars, they're all wrong. But the newses I like the best are Newsmax. Yes, Sky News Australia. Sanchi, you don't even sound like you're from the US. The disgruntled Australian, huh? I'm surprised the disgruntled Australian doesn't support Newsmax since he doesn't like what's going on in his country. Shout out the UK. The Cream One is one hell of a moderator. I appreciate you. Hey, the American Ranger. Shout out to Norway. A beautiful country. I've never been there, but I want to check it out. Shout out to Australia. Yes, I want to come to Norway. I know Norway's great. Wear that hat through the streets of the Philippines. Why would I want to do that? I don't even know what's going on in the Philippines. That's a weird comment. Why are you hating on Sweden? Hey, much appreciated, brother, big brother. Why are you saying Sweden is poor? Shout out Kentucky. I remember you, Waylon. You're my Facebook friend. Yes, sir. I love my constitutional rights, and I love Trump is protecting them. I don't like radical anything, so I think that's horrible. My favorite country is the United States of America. It just needs a lot of work on it. Everyone comment USA if the USA is your favorite country. Carithera. 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 We got like 20 comments that say USA. One guy said traitor. I guess he hates his country. USA. 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 Leave the country if you hate it so much, Juan. Chad, Romania. Shout out Romania. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. USA, Waffle. He's a Brit. He loves the USA. He's from Great Britain. Australia is not as great as the United States. Norway is also awesome. Don't get me wrong, I need to visit there. Yes, I am indeed from Fort Myers. You remember from my other live streams. I don't really know much about Australia, but I do know they complain a lot about it. I mean, your name says it all. I hear liberalism is taking over Australia, so that's what I know. Hey, shout out Florida, Miami in the house. Did you join my Discord? I can't see. I'm live streaming right now. Radical leftism, liberalism, whatever you want to call it. Juan, you don't even live in the United States, so keep crying about it. You'll never get in. Florida is the best state in the country. Elon is not benefiting financially. He's actually lost a lot of his net worth via Tesla stock going about. Nobody cares about Australia, truthfully. Juan, you don't live in the USA. Serbia flag. Shout out Serbia. I am the Florida man. Well, I'm just saying the facts. I'm not from England. Shout out all the Aussies, but I wouldn't want to live there. Not in a million bazillion years. Yeah, sure, gay marriage is fine. I don't care if you do that crap. But just do not put homosexuality and transgenderism in kids' cartoons. It's horrible. Do not do that. It's not right. Hey, my Russian Maine. Musk 2028, but he can't be president, unfortunately. He's not a natural born citizen. Yes, I've been to Germany. I might go to Berlin. I, no, Musk can't even be VP. You have to be a natural born United States citizen. I'm almost out of lib tears to make my coffee. Crying libs here to refill my cup. Germany is cool, but they don't have the most freedom, so be careful. They have a lot of weird laws there. JD is not born in Lithuania. Where do you get your news from? He's from Ohio. Hi, buddy. I love Florida. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Newsmax. United States of America. Yes, there's weird laws in Germany. Maybe you guys can correct me, but I heard you can't give any verbal insults or something. That's a crime. You can't call someone a dickhead or something like that. That's a crime now in Germany. The USA owns every country in the world. We secretly own you all. There's weird laws in every country, but I'm just saying, Germany has very, very weird laws. I heard another weird law is you can't wash your car in your driveway on a Sunday. What country are you from? I'll tell you if we own you. That is a crime in Germany. Can't even do it online. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared to go back to Germany. Okay, we don't own South Africa. Shout out South Africa, though. Lots of South African friends. Maybe we should take over Canada. Trump. Whatever Trump decides. You're not a real fisher, just a plumber. Shout out Uncle Donnie, Waffle. If you don't like America, Sea Pickle, you're welcome to leave. USA is the best. Florida is the best. Don't have guns. We can take that shit from them. We don't even want Canada because that's more freaking liberal voters. You guys can have California, in fact. Give California to Canada. That's our new business deal. We won't take. Harris will not run again. She can't even debate or go on podcasts. If we wanted Canada, it'd be ours easy. Vance and Musk 2036. Give us Alberta for California. That sounds like a trade, maybe. Possible trade. Hey, I am a Trump supporter, sir. But if you want to do a podcast episode here with my live stream, you're welcome to join. All debates are after initial live stream. So if you join now, we'll be able to debate maybe tonight or tomorrow. But we have to agree upon a topic to debate. Does anyone want to debate other than the same guy that's been dropping a comment waiting in the Discord? Hey, shout out Ohio. Thank you for coming to Florida, but I really don't want any people to move to Florida, but I'm happy for you, brother. We have enough people trying to move there already, but I'm happy for you. Nothing against you. Joe Rogan for president. Huh. He would be a good ass president, I can't lie. I said we have to agree on a topic. My moderator is asking you a question, Alice. And once I leave this live stream, I better see you in that Discord. Otherwise, we're going to find out who's the real coward. Norway is a beautiful country with a rich history. The only problem is the high taxes. But they have great paying salaries, too. If you invade the country and you are a threat to the public, you do not get due process. You do not get a criminal trial. I made a whole video about the immigration law and discussing this. Check out the video on Abrego Garcia. Supersonic Pigeon, yes, I remember you, but I don't remember what you said to me. I would like to see a tree grow. What part of the Constitution is it, Alice? Go ahead and tell us. since you know so much about the Constitution. The only thing illegal immigrants are due is an immigration hearing, and then you get deported. That's not the same thing as a due process. You don't get a criminal trial, you get an immigration hearing that says you're getting the fuck out. And that's it. Our country has 100 military relationships. No, I don't know about our military relationship. Why do we need Australia? We have a bigger country and better military. Okay, that's a pretty funny comment. I can't lie. Shout out Nick. I said no. Why do we need Australian military? Answer my question. We have a bigger, stronger military than you. We can send 10% of our troops to your country and you would get crushed. You would be a Japanese colony if it wasn't for America. Never forget that, Australia. Never forget that. America saved you. Do you forget that? We're the only reason you're not a Japanese colony and you want to disrespect an American. We saved you in World War II. The Japanese would own you right now if it wasn't for us. You would be speaking Japanese if it wasn't for America. Australia, you better put respect on our country's name. Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is? And do you know what the 14th Amendment is? The Fifth Amendment talks about no cruel or unusual punishment, which we have not given them. We're just deporting them. Deporting people is not a cruel or unusual punishment. So you don't know anything about the Constitution. Joe Rogan as president, huh? Who supports Joe Rogan as president? Well, I guess you're mad that I spitted the facts, Australian. You're mad that I told you that you would be speaking Japanese right now if it wasn't for America saving your ass in World War II. Go talk to your grandpa about how we saved you. And you're nothing without us. So we pretty much own you, basically. Nah, I don't want Charlie Kirk for president. I would take Joe Rogan, though. Conor McGregor for Ireland. I'm with that. We stopped them in the Coral Sea from invading Aussie. I'll debate you as soon as you join my Discord and I end this. How was Spain? I don't like the politics. It's not a conservative enough country for me. Too much illegal immigration. That's why I left. I do not hate anyone of any race. I love Spain, I just don't like the politics. Yes, we're going to debate after this stream ends. The next stream that comes after this one will be a live debate. Unless all you guys cower and run away like 99% do. Why am I supposed to know Australia's military history? All I know is you guys wouldn't be a country without America. We saved you in World War II. Are you still upset about that? I don't need to know Australia's history. Why do I need to know their history? I'm not Australian. I'm American born with European ancestry, so why would I care about Australia? Joe Rogan. Whataburger or Five Guys? Huh. Five Guys. Five Guys. They don't even have Whataburger in Florida, but I had it before in Texas, I think. A couple times. McDonald's. Burger King sucks. Trump is a genius. I guess you're angry that we saved them in World War II. Somebody's angry. Oh, they got Whataburger in Jacksonville, Florida? Interesting. Huh. Haven't spent much time there, honestly. We're your closet military ally and you don't care. Ozzy has shedded blood for your campaigns and you spit on them. How have you shedded blood? America has lots of allies. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all Aussies, and I appreciate anyone that supports America in general. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we didn't save you in World War II. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we haven't done pretty much more for every single one of our allies than they have ever done for us. America still has lots of allies. No one has publicly revoked us as an ally. Don't put shit on America that's not true. Well, I don't know what you mean, every war. I don't remember you guys fighting in Vietnam, but please correct us if I'm wrong. I don't remember you guys fighting in Afghanistan, but please correct us if I'm wrong. If we're talking about World War I and World War II, everyone was involved in those wars. You guys are both from Australia? Okay, so they did fight in Vietnam. I can admit when I'm wrong. Well, thank you guys for fighting in Vietnam. But who's the majority of troops that died? America or Australia? My guess is mostly Americans died. Who mostly died in the Middle East? Americans. So, more of our men died. That means we put more men on the ground. We didn't force you guys to join our side. We didn't force you guys to join our side. Vietnam was a mistake to begin with. Listen, I don't know the history of the Australian military. I'm not Australian. Idiot comment. Captain, they are not the same people. No, that's not true, Strawberry. Are you 12? Look at all the people that Trump's hired. Black, Mexican, woman. I already said Australia has showed their support. I just didn't know about the history of them in Vietnam or if they have history in the Middle East. Like I said, so many of our men died probably 10x compared to Australia, that I don't know about their involvement in Vietnam or in the Middle East. I'm an American first kind of guy. My opinions are that we should have never went to Vietnam. You're wrong, Anton, you're wrong. Listen, lots of our allies are there. If you want my opinions, I'm pretty sure the British sent more soldiers. If anyone knows the numbers, let me know. Who supported more, the British or the Australians? I'm an American patriot. If he doesn't love America and take them first, then I'm sorry. Your grandpa's wrong. 88K where? Those numbers are wrong, sir. It was around 68,000. Maybe they changed, but I don't feel bad for rich federal workers. If they were doing a good job, they would have never lost their job. Most of them were stealing money from taxpayers. That is not a true statement, Captain. That is not a true statement. Another lie. Osama bin Laden was behind that. If you don't like the President of America, you can leave. Go to Australia. Black people are amazing people from all different places and countries. Keep men out of women's sports. That's another lie, Sarah. I have a U.S. passport they are not denying. I'm traveling all over the world. You can pay $300 and get your passport in a week and leave the country. Try it. It works. Captain, getting a job might help you. Eggs aren't that expensive, buddy. They're cheaper than they were in Biden's presidency. One man in a woman's sport is too many. That's offensive to all Americans and women. I didn't leave. I'm traveling around the world. That's two different things. I didn't escape like you liberals are trying to. I don't know. Libs can go anywhere they want. If they like communism, then go to North Korea. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Go to Cuba. They're communist. Exactly. Thank you. Well, actually, I lived in Spain for 2 years, but yeah, thanks. Hell yeah, Kyle. Hell yeah. He's a hero. I like all migrants as long as you come into the country legally. I can understand why you might want to escape. They're trying to kill white people there. Well, then do it, Michael. Then do it. I like all immigrants if they're legal. Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, they're not criminal organizations. Dubai, that's not a criminal organization. Your brain is melted from watching too much CNN. The mother that got deported with her kid that had cancer, she chose to bring her kid with her. The father is a United States citizen. The government gave them an option, and she took her kids with her. Yes, legal immigrant only. I wish we treated our borders like Poland does. Hit the like and subscribe button. That's another lie, Michael. How is she conceited into saying anything? No gun was pointed at her. No gun was pointed at her. Trump publicly renounced Epstein. Nice try, buddy. End all foreign wars that involve USA money. I hope the best for you, Hugo. I'm not defending everything Trump does. He's not perfect. Trump is majestic. Political science. No one is perfect. I don't think everything Trump does is perfect. He's like a unicorn. I already answered your question, Juan. Defund all political wars with the United States taxpayer money. To answer your question, if the tariffs had had a positive impact on the economy, I would say yes, because Trump told everyone to buy the stock market when it dipped. Now it's 20 to 30% up since Trump told you to buy the stock market. A lot of people made money in the market already. The middle class, anyone with any extra money. Even if you only had 50 or $100, you made money. I don't support any terrorist organizations. Doge has gotten rid of over 4 million dead Social Security users, beneficiaries. Well, two things that I disagree that Trump did with. I think he should have been a little bit more careful with the USA cutting so quickly. He should have looked into a little bit of the jobs a little bit more. But I completely understand why he did it. We're not a rich country. We can't be funding other jobs in other countries that aren't American jobs, that aren't American workers. So I guess I kind of slightly think that he should have taken a second look at that. And a second thing I disagree with Trump is that he's going to give a stipend and pay illegal immigrants to leave the country. I don't think they should be given a stipend and help to come back into the country if they already illegally entered. We have a huge amount of debt. We can't be helping other countries anymore. We're done with that. We can't be giving out money like crazy. That's just bullcrap. I love that the Department of Education is dissolved. We are ranking 44th in the education system globally, but we pay the most. So why the hell should we have that if we're ranking so low? Guess what my European ancestry is. Take a guess. Any guesses? A lot of people here in Europe know what it is, can see what it is. Thomas, where are you from? You say you live in Norway, but is that your ancestry? No, not Irish. English, yes, a small percentage of English. Moroccan, no. English and Russian and Ukrainian. English on my mother's side and Russian and Ukrainian on my father's side. But not Moroccan. That's really funny that you would say that. Well, listen, a lot of Eastern Europeans are richer than you'll ever be, Jack. Hate to tell you that, but they're not half as rich as most of them. Yes, most people tell me I look Ukrainian or Russian. Not all of Qatar supports them. Serbia is awesome, but I wouldn't want to live in Ukraine. Zero German ancestry. A small percent Italian and a small percent French. They don't discriminate because of my Ukrainian ancestry in the USA, no. And I'm in Eastern Europe right now, so they love it. What state do you live in, Jack? California and New York City do not have a high standard of living unless you're ultra rich. Because I'm traveling the world, Ethan. I like to travel to different countries. And it's hard to do that if you're just sitting in America rotting away and not going anywhere or traveling anywhere. But I love America. I visit there for lots of time of the year. I'm very patriotic. But I like to travel. So I'm traveling right now. Thomas, are you Norwegian or what's your ancestry? Are you Moroccan? I'm benefiting off of Trump, majorly. And I'm benefiting off of everything going on. And I spend lots of time in the USA. All you got to do is invest in money in America. It's simple as that. and you'll be profiting majorly. Grocery prices are once again, grocery prices are not rising, but there's always a way to benefit off something. It's how you look at this. Shout out Las Vegas. Well, social engineering curriculum wasn't working. We're not even in the top 20 best education systems, and we pay the most. So that was just a waste of money. Shout out Texas. It's the brainwashing, Amy. It's the brainwashing. It really hits them hard. No, we should pay teachers more. We just shouldn't be paying the Department of Education to make a curriculum one of the 40 somethings worst 40 somethings in the world. It's horrible. Why are we paying the most and we're not even in the top 10 or the top 20? We should stop paying the Department of Education and pay the teachers more. Exactly, Larry. They ignore the horrible prices, the 30% inflation, and the grocery stores under Joe Biden. But the minute Trump becomes president, all they do is cry and complain. Best president ever. Anyway, guys, join my Discord. We debate, we talk about different political things. I'm going to end the live stream soon. But please join the Discord. Hit the like and subscribe button. Best president in history, Mark. You look like you're old enough to retire, so if you don't like the United States, maybe you can leave. But thanks to Joe Biden, you probably don't have any money since he stole from you. Hell no. Keep Diddy in there. Elon's trying to return all the stolen money. Red Wolf, you're a horrible troll. You're very ineffective, just like 99% of the Democratic policies. That's why you lost the election. Let that sink in. 3 years and 8 months left. And then Trump in 2028. So you're going to have a lovely 3 years and 8 months. I'll be surprised if you get through these 3 years, 8 months without hurting yourself. Honestly. You're joining political live streams and commenting on them all day. It's not going to be very good for your mental health. Mix that with CNN, you're going to be hitting your face with a hammer very shortly. You're going to be hitting yourself with those elevator repair tools very shortly here. Yes, that's an interesting thing, Eye Candy. I don't have much to say on them, but whatever you said is pretty much all I would say. Anyone's welcome to debate me, but I'm going to end the live stream here in a second. So please join my Discord. I'll set up the debate face to face on the live stream, and we can debate. Who the hell is little Markio? You mean what? How did you make any money because of Joe Biden? The stock market was down the entire time. What did you do with Joe Biden? Some Chinese deal? You and old Joe, the big guy, you took money from China to sell out the USA, or how did you make money with Joe? You and Hunter did some crack and hookers in China and made some business deals, or how did you make money with Joe, Scott? Please tell us. We're interested. Your friend never joined my debate. And Mr. Green podcast, if you're gonna keep coming here to promote your stuff and shit talk me, then we're not gonna let you in here. What friend? None of your friends wanted to debate me. I debate everybody. And 99% of the people that don't say they say they want to debate and don't even join the Discord to debate. And then if they do join the Discord to debate, they won't actually do it. They check it out last minute because they don't want to show their face on the live stream. Let's debate, Joey. Join the Discord. I better see you there. The market is up 20% in the last 4 or 5 weeks since he announced the drop. Join the Discord, Joey. I'm not an ideology. I don't believe everything Trump says. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm stuttering a little bit like your favorite president, Joe Biden, did. I want to destroy you, Joey. I've been destroying every Democrat. I make them cry, liberal tears in my cup, every single debate. Even if you don't want to debate, I recommend you join in my Discord. We talk about political ideas, all kinds of stuff. But if you want to debate, I'll send you the link to join the YouTube live stream. We'll debate one-on-one. You can even promote your crappy 20 subscriber channels if you want. I don't care. Mr. Green, if you're going to clout chase, I really recommend you do some live streams debating me, or we do a podcast together. No offense, I watched your podcast. It's all right, but if you actually want to grow a better audience, then you should probably do like one showing your face. I get you're trying to make like a faceless channel, but faceless is basically nameless. Antoine, you're literally unemployed. You're complaining about the prices of eggs while calling me unemployed. I can actually afford a dozen of eggs. Apparently, you can't. Mr. Green, all you do is join my live streams and beg people to check out your podcast. I'm pretty sure that's all you do on YouTube in general. They're embarrassed to show themselves. That's right. Whatever you want to call it, you're trying to promote yourself way too hard. Anyway, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. I hope to see some people. I hope to see some people in the debate, in the Discord, even if you don't want to debate. Hey, the MJ Innocent podcast. That's a really interesting name. The stock market is only down 1% since January. It's up 20% since Trump told you to buy in the stock market. 24% actually, but yet you refuse to buy because you're brainwashed and too busy crying about Trump. If you would have bought when Trump told you to buy in the stock market, he told everyone on social media, you would be up 24%. That's just if you bought the S&P 500. Some stocks are up 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. If you don't want to invest, you won't make any money. Simple as that. You can continue to cry about Trump instead if you don't want to make money. Either you can make money or you can cry. You got two decisions in life. Make money or cry. And the Democrats unfortunately choose to cry 99% of the time. Well, I guess if telling the middle class, the lower class, and the upper class that they should all invest in the economy, if you call that manipulation, then yeah, why not? 177,000 new jobs in April 2025. There's nothing wrong with nationalism. Absolutely right. I just explained everything to you. Do you have any brain cells, Antoine? Anton, whatever your name is? Well, look at the stock market yourself. Look at the S&P 500. Look at April 3rd to now. When Trump told you to buy, the market has gone up 24%. My moderator doesn't like your self-promotion. I'm just saying, if you would have bought in the stock market when Trump tweeted it, it was on the news. If you would have just bought it when you saw it on the news, if you saw it on Twitter, you saw it on Truth Social, you would have made 25, 24% return on your money. And that's just if you bought the S&P 500. If you bought any random stock, Apple, Tesla, Google, you would be up more than 24, 30% on your money. All the Democrats want to do is complain. Market manipulation. You guys are just upset. The President of the United States said to invest in America, which is not a crime. It's not market manipulation. The President always has power over the economy and over the country. Biden crashed the economy. Was that manipulation? Probably, if you want to consider it. If you bought in January, you would only be down 1% right now. Not too bad. You should buy more. You should have bought more when Trump told you to buy. But if you bought before January, if you bought last year, who knows? I would have to look at the numbers. You could have bought the market when the president was on the news telling you to invest in the stock market. And instead of doing that, you cried, President Trump, oh my God. You could have been getting rich. You could have been making money. But instead, you chose to cry and be upset for no reason. He was just trying to make Americans money. He wasn't like Nancy Pelosi that has secret insider information that she doesn't tell anybody to buy anything. And she just takes hundreds of millions for herself. Trump was trying to tell everyone to buy the stock market. I looked at the numbers. We're only 1% down. But if you bought when Trump told you to buy, all that money that you bought with, 25% up. You're upset, Antoine. You could have been making money, but you're busy crying. Her net worth is $250 million with a $200K salary, $175K salary. %, but it's up 20-something% in the last month. So if you invested when Trump told you to invest, then you would have made a lot of money. It was common sense to buy. We all knew he was talking to China. It was a safe bet to buy. Absolutely. The Democrats are still crying about the jet that went to the Department of Homeland Security, not even the Trump's personal collection. Meme coins are not avocation for investments. Everyone knows meme coins are not a serious investment. If you look at a meme coin as an investment, you probably don't have too many brain cells to begin with. Look at Jake Paul's meme coin. I don't know about those numbers, Antoine. I don't have my portfolio pulled up, so I couldn't tell you. But if you bought when Trump told you to buy, you would be up 25%. Anyway, this is it for today's live stream. If anyone wants to debate me, please join my Discord. Link in bio. Link in bio. Join my Discord. Let's debate. Let's talk friendly talk. Let's talk about the stock market. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about in my Discord. Join my Discord. We'll do a live stream face-to-face debate on my channel. How is he going to keep the plane when it's in the possession of the federal government? It's not under his name. I've already been live streaming for almost 2 hours now, so I got things to do now. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. Join my Discord. Let's debate. Let's talk.